We all have spiritual potential within us. For most people, these gifts remain dormant their whole lives. But for you, these natural gifts are beginning to awaken, often in ways that are easy to miss or dismiss. The sudden clarity when making important choices, the deep knowing about people you've just met, the comfort others find in your presence without you saying a word. These are not coincidences. What if they're not mood swings, imagination, or just random thoughts, but signs that your spiritual gifts are finally awakening? Think about recent changes in how you see the world. Maybe you notice patterns others miss. Perhaps you feel emotions that don't seem to be your own, or you have insights that come from somewhere deeper than thought. These experiences have meaning. They show your connection to something greater is growing stronger. If you've noticed changes in your intuition, if you feel more connected to others on a deeper level, or if you sense a calling to use your natural gifts, what I'm about to share may help you understand this important shift in your life. Most people expect spiritual activation to feel obvious. They think there will be clear visions, dramatic moments, or mystical experiences that leave no doubt. But the truth is, spiritual gifts rarely arrive with fanfare. They whisper before they roar. They nudge you gently before fully revealing themselves. And often the first signs go unnoticed or even misunderstood. You've likely dismissed them as overthinking. You've called them weird or random. You've even told yourself you were imagining things. But the signs were real. Your energy has been trying to tell you that something deeper is happening inside. Today, you'll finally understand the 7 hidden signs that reveal your spiritual gifts are not just potential, they are awakening. Once you recognize them, you'll no longer doubt yourself. You'll finally step into the power that has been waiting for you all along. Let's begin. Have you found yourself feeling sadness, anger, or joy out of nowhere? You walk into a room and suddenly feel tension in the air. Or you meet someone, and before they even speak, you sense their mood, their burdens, even their unspoken thoughts. Most people dismiss this as being too sensitive. They tell themselves they're overreacting or projecting. But in reality, this is one of the first signs that empathic and intuitive gifts are activating. Your emotional field is expanding beyond the limits of your own experiences. You are no longer just processing your feelings. You are reading energy. You're tuning into the emotional frequencies of people, spaces, and even events that have not yet occurred. It may feel overwhelming at first. The boundaries between self and others start to blur, but this sensitivity is not a weakness. It's a strength. It means your energy is preparing you to become a receiver of wisdom, a vessel for understanding things most people cannot perceive. Instead of suppressing or fearing these emotions, begin to notice them. Whose energy am I feeling? What is this emotion trying to reveal? Over time, you'll learn to differentiate between your emotions and the messages coming through your empathic field. Once you master this, emotional surges will no longer control you. Instead, they will guide you. At first, it feels like simple restlessness. You wake up at odd hours. Sleep becomes either too deep or too shallow. Vivid dreams invade your nights, sometimes comforting, sometimes unsettling. You may find yourself waking between 2:00 and 4:00 a.m., the so-called spiritual hours, when the veil between the physical and spiritual realms is at its thinnest. Most dismiss these sleep changes as stress or poor habits, but in truth, they are direct signs of spiritual activation. As your intuitive gifts awaken, your consciousness becomes more active. Even when your body rests, your dreams may start carrying symbols. You might even notice that certain hours of the night come with heightened clarity, where solutions to daytime problems seem to flow effortlessly into your mind. This is not random. Your spiritual guides, your higher self, and the universal energy are all more accessible during these hours. They are using the stillness of sleep to prepare you. Instead of fighting these changes or medicating yourself into deeper sleep, begin to honor the shift. Keep a journal by your bed. Write down dreams, thoughts, or insights that come in the night. You will soon notice patterns, messages, and confirmations that you are not alone in this process. Your sleep is no longer just rest. It is initiation. Have you noticed repeating numbers? random strangers mentioning things you were just thinking about, books, songs, or symbols appearing at exactly the moment you needed them. Most people laugh these off as coincidence. They say, "It's just chance. My brain is playing tricks." But what they don't understand is that as your spiritual gifts awaken, synchronicity becomes the universe's preferred language. The more attuned your energy becomes, the more reality begins to reflect your inner awakening. Repeating numbers like 111, 222, or 555 are not just patterns, they are timestamps guiding you toward alignment. Meaningful coincidences are not accidental. They are proof that your frequency is interacting with the larger spiritual field. Even people may show up in your life at precisely the right moment. They carry messages, challenges, or opportunities meant to accelerate your awakening. When you dismiss these synchronicities, you miss the signs that the universe is co-creating your journey. Instead of brushing them aside, begin to track them. Write them down and reflect on what thought, emotion, or decision they followed. Synchronicity is not just a sign that you're on the right path. It's confirmation that your energy has become a magnet for divine timing. Your life is no longer random. It is becoming intentional. Your body becomes a messenger before your mind fully understands the message. Without warning, you may feel gentle pressure on your forehead, tingling in your hands or feet, or warmth radiating from your chest or stomach. At first, these sensations seem random. You might wonder if it's poor circulation or muscle fatigue. But as they persist and often align with spiritual thoughts, emotional breakthroughs, or important decisions, you begin to realize they are not physical symptoms. They are energetic signals. Pressure on your forehead often corresponds with third eye activation, indicating that intuitive sight is developing. Tingling in your palms or fingertips is frequently a sign that healing energies are awakening within you. Even if you've never consciously practiced energy work, warmth in the chest or stomach reflects the heart and solar plexus centers, opening to new frequencies of love, power, and purpose. Most people either ignore these sensations or fear them. They believe the body is malfunctioning when in truth, it is translating spiritual growth into physical language. These moments of pressure, tingling, or warmth are not warnings of illness. They are confirmations of evolution. The next time you feel them, don't dismiss or suppress them. Pause, breathe, and ask yourself, what thought or decision was I just focused on? What message is my body trying to help me receive? Once you listen, the physical sensations will no longer confuse or alarm you. Instead, they will become your allies in awakening. It starts subtly. You think of someone just before they call or message you. You feel uneasy before an unexpected event occurs. You speak words of advice to others that seem to come from a place beyond your own experiences. At first, you dismiss these moments as coincidence or lucky guesses. But as they multiply, you can no longer deny that you are tapping into a deeper stream of knowing. This is the activation of claircognizance, the spiritual gift of clear knowing. Unlike learned knowledge, claircognizance is not gathered through the senses or logic. It arrives as complete understanding, sudden insights, and ideas that appear fully formed in your mind. You might not know how you know something. You just do. Most people resist this gift because it challenges the logic-based thinking they were taught to rely on. They fear being wrong or misunderstood. But resisting this intuitive knowing only delays its development. When you honor it, when you speak or act upon it with responsibility and humility, this gift becomes stronger. It guides you, not only in your own life, but also empowers you to assist others with clarity that defies ordinary explanation. Your mind is no longer your only source of wisdom. Your soul has joined the conversation, and it has much to say. As your spiritual energy shifts, those who are most sensitive to frequency, animals and young children, will notice before anyone else. You may find that the pets who were once indifferent to you now seek your presence, following you or resting near you without prompting. Stray animals might approach you unexpectedly, drawn by the calming or healing vibrations you emit. Similarly, young children may seem unusually drawn to you. Even those who are shy or cautious around others may watch you intently, smile without reason, or engage with you in ways that surprise their parents. This is not just charm or coincidence. Both animals and children operate with open energy fields. They sense what most adults have become blind to. Your spiritual gifts, especially those involving healing, empathy, or protection, create a subtle but powerful energetic signature. Those with pure or uncluttered auras respond to this frequency instinctively. They feel safe, understood, or comforted in your presence without needing to know why. Instead of brushing off these reactions, recognize them as external confirmations of your internal awakening. When the innocent gravitate toward you, it means your energy has become a beacon for peace, healing, or guidance. You are stepping into your role not just as a seeker, but as someone who can hold space for others. Whether you fully realize it yet or not, you are becoming a light in their world. Perhaps the most profound and often confusing sign of spiritual gift activation is the overwhelming desire to change your life. What once satisfied you no longer does. Careers that felt stable now seem hollow. Relationships that were comfortable may feel limited. Hobbies, habits, even daily routines begin to feel like they belong to someone else. This urge is not restlessness or discontent. It is your soul's call to alignment. As your spiritual gifts awaken, they begin to pull you toward environments, people, and activities. You may feel the need to learn new skills, explore healing practices, or even leave behind long-standing commitments that no longer reflect who you are becoming. At first, this can be frightening. You may feel guilty, uncertain, or fear disappointing others. But the longer you resist the call, the heavier the dissonance becomes. That's because your gifts are not just for your benefit. They are tools meant to assist others, to uplift, heal, teach, or protect. Suppressing them is not just a denial of your own growth, but a delay in the service you are meant to offer the world. Instead of fearing this urge for change, reflect on what new paths excite or inspire you, even if they seem impractical or unfamiliar. Trust that your energy is aligning with your life's deeper mission. Your old identity is dissolving not because you are losing yourself, but because you are finally meeting your true self. By now, you understand that the signs were never random. The emotions, the sensations, the synchronicities, they have all been messages from your awakening spirit. For too long, you were taught to doubt these experiences, to trust logic, and dismiss the invisible, to fear what you could not explain. But now you see the truth. Your spiritual gifts have not been lying dormant. They have been growing quietly beneath the surface, waiting for you to notice, to listen, and to embrace them without fear. The pressure, the knowing, the sudden connection to animals or children, the desire to change your path. These are not symptoms of confusion or instability. They are proof that your energy is expanding, your intuition is sharpening, and your soul is rising into its purpose. So, will you continue to dismiss these signs, or will you finally honor the wisdom that has been trying to awaken within you for so long? If this resonates with you, don't forget to subscribe and stay connected. Your journey has only just begun. And before you go, comment below, "I accept the awakening of my spiritual gifts with grace and clarity." Let's affirm this together.